Hi guys, I'm Paul. In this video I'm going to break down how you can become a crypto millionaire in 4 simple steps. Step 1. Build cash flow and savings. Step 2. Crypto portfolios based on your risk level. Step 3. How much money you actually need to become a crypto millionaire. Step 4. The dollar cost averaging strategy versus the active investor strategy. Plus, be sure to stay till the end of the video as I have a bonus step for you guys which will show you a simple chart indicator I personally use to know when to buy Bitcoin. Okay, just a quick disclaimer guys, the information provided in this video is meant for educational purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Okay, now let's begin. Step 1. Building cash flow and savings. Crypto can be a highly volatile asset with prices fluctuating from one day to the next, so what I find is you should only invest money into crypto that you know you can afford to not touch for a long period of time, i.e. for years, not months. When starting out, it's recommended to only use money that is left over once all your main and essential bills have been paid, as the last thing you want to do is have to sell your crypto at the worst possible time because the price has suddenly gone down and you need the money to pay essential bills. So the rule I followed when I first started was to save at least 3 months of savings, then with some savings set aside, invest an amount you feel comfortable with into crypto. You need to be aware that you can lose any money you invest in crypto, which is why I don't recommend beginners invest large amounts of money to begin with. However, invested for the long term, you can make a lot of money. Step 2. Crypto portfolios based on your risk level. As everyone watching this video will be at a different risk level, I wanted to give you a breakdown of what would be a recommended portfolio for both a beginner to someone more advanced investor, looking to take more risk. I have set this out in 3 crypto portfolio risk options: a low risk portfolio, a medium risk portfolio, and a high risk portfolio. The low risk portfolio. The low risk portfolio would be investing 40% in a Bitcoin, 40% in Ethereum, and 20% in altcoins. Medium risk portfolio. The medium risk portfolio would be investing 30% in Bitcoin, 40% in Ethereum, and 30% in altcoins. And the high risk portfolio. The high risk portfolio would be investing 20% in Bitcoin, 40% in Ethereum, and 40% in altcoins. So with all the above strategies, you will notice I haven't specified which altcoins to invest in. Because of the risk associated with investing in altcoins, I have a separate video which I will go into more detail with the specific altcoins I am looking to invest in for the next bull run. Step 3. How much money do you actually need to become a crypto millionaire? Okay, so I know what you're thinking. So Paul, how can I become a crypto millionaire? How much money do I actually need to invest in the above portfolios? The answer is it really will depend on the following: your risk tolerance level, the amount of money you have to invest, and which coins you invest in.
Alright, so let's take a look at a crypto profit calculator to determine what sort of amount of money we need to invest in the next bull run to become a crypto millionaire. So what I'm using is a website called coinstats.app. I will put the link in the description so that you can easily access this this quite useful sort of calculator for calculating the price of different coins. So I'm going to start off with Bitcoin because it's the obvious choice. Most people always say they want to be a Bitcoin millionaire, so I'm just going to give some realistic numbers in terms of what you would need to invest today in Bitcoin to become a millionaire in the next bull run. So obviously today's price here is 27,394. So in terms of sort of sell price, so in the next bull run, I think that 120,000 to even 150,000 is going to be a realistic goal for Bitcoin. I think it can get to that price. So let's just put 150,000 in just to see what amount of money you would need to invest today. For it to get to 150,000, what you would make from it. So investment. So it's going to be a lot of money. So about 190,000, I think. Yeah, $190,000 invested today at the current price, and it gets to 150,000 in the next bull run, would get you to the millionaire mark. So as you can see, that's a massive amount of money. So not many people have that amount of money left lying around. So that's probably not going to be realistic for most people. So let's look at some other coins. So another coin I'm looking at in the next bull run is HBAR. So this is kind of going to be more high risk, but more high reward. So at today's price, so with HBAR, I think realistically realistically, H bar could get to about $8 in the next bull run. I believe that's a realistic possibility. So let's put $8 there, and then let's say, so I think it would work out about 7,000, is it? Yeah, it's about 7,000. Let's go a bit lower, see if it does. No. So now it's going to be about 7,000, then yeah. So $6,800 would get you, if the price of H bar was to get to $8, 1 million. That would get you to the millionaire mark with H bar. Let's also do another one. So let's look at Gala Games. So Gala Games is one that I'm looking out for, is one that I'm looking to invest in the next bull run. So yeah, let's have a look at the price of Gala. So Gala, I think realistically, $5 is a good realistic amount for Gala, I believe, a sell price, or price it can get to in the next bull run. So in terms of investment, so it'll be about 6,300, I think. Yeah, so around $6,300 invested today at the current price, and it was to get to $5, would get you to the $1 million mark in the next bull run. So you can kind of see from this that realistically, Bitcoin alone, unless you have a massive amount of money, is not going to be doable for most people. So there's going to have to be more risk taken by going for sort of altcoins. I will go into more detail regarding these altcoins in another video, but as I said, hopefully that gives you a better understanding of what sort of investments need to be made in certain coins. Thank you.
Step 4, the dollar cost averaging strategy versus the active investor strategy. With the dollar cost averaging strategy, you invest money each month over a long period of time. For example, you invest, say, $100 automatically each month and don't even look at the current price. The example graphic shows how the Bitcoin price moves up and down over time, but just by consistently investing $100 each month, the price you buy at averages out over the long term. The active investor strategy. The active investor strategy is more for the hands-on investor who invests when they think the market has hit a local bottom, i.e. at a price point you think is a good time to buy crypto. This strategy I wouldn't recommend for beginners in crypto, as it would involve some market analysis and chart understanding to determine the best point of entry to invest, which is difficult to do. Bonus step, finding a local bottom in chart using RSI. As mentioned at the start of the video, to give you even more value, I will now show you a chart indicator I personally use to get a better understanding of when I think a local bottom is in and when to invest in crypto, specifically Bitcoin.
Alright guys, so I'm going to show you the chart indicator that I use to find the local bottom in Bitcoin. So you can see I'm using the TradingView chart here. This is the free version I'm using, so everyone can get this. I'm going to put a link in the description to TradingView if you'd like to use this indicator, to use this software. So let's get started. So first and foremost, we want the Bitcoin chart. So I've already got it open, but I'm just going to quickly show you how you can get the Bitcoin chart in front of you. So if you click the plus button here, type in BTC, and then you'll see the first one there. You just click on the plus button. As I've already selected it, there isn't a plus button, but that would be a plus button there. And then that will bring up the Bitcoin chart. So now we've got the Bitcoin chart in front of us, we now need to add the indicator to it. So in order to add the indicator, we need to go up to the top here, click on indicators. And we're going to type in RSI, because the indicator we're going to be using today is RSI, which is the relative strength index. So we click on it there, and then you'll see that the indicator appears below the chart here. So what we're going to now do is we're going to make some tweaks to the chart indicator. I'm going to simplify it slightly. So to do that, go to RSI, click on settings, then go to style, and then what we're going to do is we're going to remove the yellow line that's on here. So we're simplifying it. Click on that there to remove that. Everything else can stay the same. So that's the only change that needs to be made. So you can press OK. And now you can see that we've simplified the indicator here. So now we just need to add a few lines to the indicator, just to give us an idea of where the bottom might be, or the local bottom might be. So we go up to the top here, click on onto the lines here, horizontal line, and then the first line I'm going to put in is around the 33 mark. So we look at it around about the 33 there. Then I'm going to right click, settings, and I'm just going to make a few changes to this line. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to coordinates. I'm going to change it to 33. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to change it from red to white, and I'm going to change it from a line to a dashed line. You can have whatever color you like, but I just think it stands out more in this color, so that's why I choose that. So okay again. I'm going to add one more line in. So I'm going to put the second line around the 50 mark. You can see there's a faint line already there, so we're basically going to just be replicating that. So click on the line there. Again, right click, settings. So I'm going to change that to 50 on the coordinates. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change this line to red and a solid line. Okay, so now you can see the indicator is starting to take shape. So what I'm going to basically do now is, now the indicator is in place, I'm going to explain to you how I use this indicator to find the local bottom in Bitcoin. So if we take a look at the white dotted dashed line at the bottom here, what we can basically see is any time the RSI purple line goes into that area, so below that dashed white line, it gives me the opportunity to possibly buy. It means to me that it's possible local bottom forming. It might not be at the bottom, but it's around about the local bottom. So we can kind of compare this to the actual chart itself. So we take this first one, which is fairly recent. This one could still play out, so it could still go lower. So I'll probably ignore that one, and it's sort of touched the line, but it hasn't gone below. So that one I'm not quite sure about. So that's obviously still playing out at the moment. But if we go to this one, you can see that it's gone way below the line here, and we can actually see that this is a local bottom forming here. And if we go back a bit further, we can see that there's another couple of lines here underneath the line, and that was a local bottom there as well. So you can kind of see anytime the RSI is going below this white line, it's getting close to forming a bottom. You can see sort of here though that it did go a lot lower than say these. That was actually on a downtrend there, so it did sort of go sideways there. So yeah, that's basically it. So that's how it works, and that's how I use it to buy. So I was able to buy there. I was able to buy here as well. One thing to also mention is you need to have it on the day chart to make it fully effective. So to check if it's on the day chart, if you go to the top here, click, you can see obviously it is on the day chart on mine, but it might have been on something else. So if it was on say 1 hour, you just need to make sure it's on the day chart because it's most effective on the day chart. So that's it. So hopefully you find that useful. Thank you.
I have put a link in the description below for anyone who is interested in getting the TradingView chart. Thank you for watching, guys, until the very end. I really appreciate you taking time to watch, and I hope you found this information helpful. If you would like to see more videos like this, then be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay notified of when I post my next video. Thank you.